Hello friends, I am Sanganand Bagde, Assistant Professor, Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi Arts, Commerce and Science College, Saudi. Friends, today we are going to discuss a form of poetry. There are various forms of poetry such as lyric, elegy, satire, ballad, dramatic monologue, and one such form of poetry is sonnet. And today in this lecture we will see in detail about the sonnet. So let us start this presentation. See the definition of sonnet. Sonnet is a poem of 14 lines written in iambic pentameter and following a strict rhyming scheme. So what is sonnet? Sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. It has 14 lines and basically it is written in iambic pentameter. So what is iambic pentameter? Iambic pentameter is a metric line which was widely used in traditional English poetry. An iambic foot is an unstressed syllable followed by stressed syllable. Another main feature of the sonnet is that it strictly follow the rhyming scheme. The sonnet was basically originated in Italy at the court of Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II, and the credit of inventing this sonnet goes to the 13th century poet Giacomo da Lentini. Later on, the Sicilian school of poets spread this form of poetry. So here one thing we have to remember that the originator, or we can say the inventor of the uh, sonnet is Giacomo da Lentini. The main types of sonnet, there are Petrarchan sonnet, Shakespearean sonnet, and Spenserian sonnet. So first we will see what is the Petrarchan sonnet. The Petrarchan sonnet is popularized by Petrarch. This sonnet is also called the Italian sonnet. Uh, the Petrarchan sonnet consists of an octave which has 8 lines with the rhyming scheme A B B A A B B A, and it has a sestet with the rhyming scheme CDE CDE or CD 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 in some cases. So we have to remember one thing here again, that the Petrarchan sonnet has an octave and a sestet. Octave has 8 lines and it has rhyming scheme A B B A A B B A. It has also a sestet which has the rhyming scheme CDE CDE. Remember, in some cases it has CD CD CD. After the end of the octave, there is a pause, or we can say there is a rhetorical shift which change the thought of the poem, or we can say the change it changed the thought in the state. This form was not developed by Petrarch; it was developed by a string of Renaissance poets, and the credit of bringing this form, form of Petrarchan sonnet into England goes to Sir Thomas Watt. Sir Thomas Watt made this sonnet, this Petrarchan sonnet popularized in England. This is an example of the Petrarchan sonnet. The title is When I Consider How My Light Is Spent. This sonnet was written by the 17th century poet John Milton. See, the sonnet is strictly following this rhyming scheme A B B A A B B A C D E C D E. See the Shakespearean sonnet. It has been divided into four parts. It has three quatrains. A quatrain has four lines and a couplet. Couplet is a stanza of two lines. So remember here that Shakespearean sonnet has three quatrains and a couplet. Quatrains follow the rhyming scheme A B B A B A B C D C D E F E F, and a couplet has the rhyme scheme G G. The Shakespearean sonnet is often used to develop a sequence of metaphor or ideas, one in each quatrain. It means that in Shakespearean sonnet, each quatrain expresses an idea or a metaphor, while the couplet offers either a summary or a new take on the preceding images or ideas. See the example of Shakespearean sonnet, and this sonnet is following the rhyme scheme. The sonnet is Romeo and Juliet, written by William Shakespeare in 1594. Spenserian sonnet. So here again, uh, the Spenser sonnet consists of three quatrains and a couplet, as we have seen this pattern in Shakespearean sonnet also. But the main difference between the two is that the rhyme scheme, that Spenserian sonnet follows the rhyme scheme A B A B C D B C B C C D C D and E E. On the other hand, the rhyme scheme in Shakespearean sonnet is different. Spenserian form is generally referred to as a linking sonnet. As we have seen, the rhyming scheme of the Spenserian sonnet is A B A B B C B C C D C D and E E. So B and C in this rhyme scheme do the work of linking all the three quatrains to each other. So that's why this sonnet is called linking sonnet also. Finally, in this Spenserian sonnet, we can say that Edmund Spenser has used this rhyme scheme in his the great epic poem, The Faerie Queene. Um, this is one of the examples of Spenserian sonnet. Uh, the title is Amoreti, and written by Edmund Spenser in 1594. The rhyme scheme is A B A B B C B C C D C D. See, we can see that this B and C have linked all the three quatrains to each other. That's why it is called linking sonnet also. So this is a form of poetry. We called it sonnet. So thank you, dear friend,